Welcome back to the Crypto Report. I'm Blacksea and I have another video for you guys. Today I want to give you a quick update on crypto.com Crowcoin. Take a look at Bitcoin because we are still trading at a very nice level and I want to talk about that. Where could we be headed here? So let's hop in this video. Right now Bitcoin is trading at $34,487, just barely below $35,000, which is a important price level, but the more important price level for us to be looking at and paying attention to is 32,700, which we have been getting daily and weekly candles above, which is a very nice bullish signal. So, what else? Bitcoin dominance, 52.48%. When you exclude stablecoins, we're trading at 54.48%. There is some liquidity moving out of Bitcoin. Bitcoin dominance is coming down, and it is flowing into altcoins. I mean, we saw Solana come up to about $48, I think, around the peak. It was almost $49. We came down a little bit, rightfully so. I mean, you can't go up over 100% and not expect at least a 20% correction, usually, especially in these markets. That was a very premature move, in my opinion, when you combine that with where we are at in this 4-year cycle. We still got a little bit more time until this Bitcoin halving, guys, and I do think that seeing altcoins make really big moves up right now is a little bit premature. I do expect Bitcoin dominance to absorb some more liquidity as we get closer to this halving, which is about 160, 155 days away, give or take 5 to 10 days on each side. But right now, guys, we're in a good spot. We're in a good spot. Bitcoin trading above 32,700 is very nice. Let's take a look at this. Right now, we're looking at the monthly chart, but I do want to take a look at the weekly time frame. It kind of gives us a better depiction on where we're at. Look at this, guys. This candle right here, above 32,700. We need to see this candle close in 2 days and 5 hours above it. I want to see a green candle above 32,700 with a retest onto the 32,700 with a resumption off. If we can get something like that, I'm going to turn very bullish. Very bullish. I already am pretty bullish right now in the medium term. But the only other thing that would make me flip extremely bullish right now is if we start getting weekly and monthly candle closes above 35,000. You may say, Blacksea, what does that mean if we get weekly and monthly closes above 35,000? I'll tell you what it means. Let's look over at the monthly term time frame here and zoom out just a little bit. If we were to get some monthly candle closes above 35,000, I do really think that the next target is between 38,000 and 43,000. And if we can make that move before the halving, which is possible, I will say it is possible, then I really think that we have a green light for this next bull market. That the halving is coming up and people are getting excited. Some hype is coming back to the market semi-prematurely, but with all the crazy Bitcoin spot ETF news articles, it's going to pass any day. It's going to be approved any day. People are getting excited, guys. If we start breaking into the 40,000s before the halving, there's going to be some FOMO. There was already some incredible FOMO when we broke 32,000. And it all stemmed off of a fake news event, guys. It's very incredible. It all stemmed off of a fake news event about BlackRock's spot ETF being approved, and it just launched us up. And you know what's hilarious is the move continued. It continued even though it came out that it was a fake news event from Cointelegraph. The move still continued. There's a lot of money on the sidelines. You know, there is a statistic that I've been talking about for a while here and there is that in 2021, Americans had $2.1 trillion in collective savings accounts. And as of July 2023, that number had sank all the way to $198 billion. And it was projected to say in October, it was projected that in October of 2023 that American savings accounts were going to be wiped out. There's a lot of pressure, but I will say there is still money on the sidelines, guys. And it may not be the quote-unquote retail, but there are very large hedge funds institutions that have their liquidity on the sidelines and they're prepared to deploy it on risk-on assets, especially if these rate hikes are paused. And what do you know, guys? The FOMC meeting, Jerome didn't raise the rates. He can't. The market is taking a beating. Everyone is in a financial crunch, but it is creating a very, very optimal time for risk-on assets. You're going to start to see some money flowing, especially when we start to see our rates get cut. First things first, we'll probably dump because that's historically accurate. What happens is the first time that we get a interest rate cut, you see a dump. You see a follow dump in the S&P 500 for a couple months. But there's going to be more money printing. The first rate cut is the beginning to money printing again. I know that sounds sick and twisted, but it's just how it works. They need to print money, and they will print money. And that money will flow back into the space. It already is. Got to be patient, guys. That's just one thing. We also have the Bitcoin halving coming up. It's coming sooner and sooner. Like I said, 155, 160 days away, give or take. Supply shock after that. I think that there's a lot of really interesting things that could happen here leading up to this halving. I've been seeing people talking about Santa Claus rallies bringing us up to 55K. I mean, is it possible? Yeah, I could see it being possible. Do I think it's probable? 55K seems a little bit aggressive leading into the halving. But if there's FOMO and there's money on the sidelines, which I will say, I think that the majority of retail, it's not going to be like how it was in the previous cycle top with all the helicopter money flowing into the space and people getting stimulus checks. I don't think it's going to be the same. But I do think that there is money on the sidelines. It's just not from the same demographic of retail. It's much more institutional money. 55K seems aggressive, but I do think that it's possible. I do think that's possible. Before the halving, it would be really, really aggressive, guys. I will say I kind of doubt it, but I have been noticing and catching myself lately, catching myself in somewhat of a little bit of a disbelief. And I see a lot of that on crypto Twitter as well. I see a lot of people saying, okay, it's time to come down. It's time to come down. And if you would like, go follow me on Twitter at 333Blacksea. I'm very, very active over there. Go give me a follow. I'm trying to get that following up, and I love talking to you guys. I'm really active over there. The thing is, though, everyone seems they're in disbelief. They don't believe it. They think that we need to come back down. They think, all right, that's that. Now we need to come back down to 12K, I've been hearing. 12K. It's incredible. I mean, that's so ridiculous to just call that from here. I don't really think that that's possible. I think that a lot of people are in disbelief, and I think that max pain would be something like this. A move to, say, 40,000, maybe even 42,000, capitulate down to 25,000, then we're off to the races after the halving. I think that would be something similar to max pain. But time will tell, guys. Time will tell. But that's just what I'm kind of leaning towards. I think there's a little bit more upside, especially right now, Bitcoin dominance coming down. You're probably going to see some of these altcoins rally. But I'll tell you what. When I see Ethereum start to rally heavy, that's when I usually know, okay, maybe there's going to be a little bit of a pullback here for a little while. Usually Ethereum is a signal at the end of a bull market, of the macro bull market, of the 4-year cycle. When Ethereum really starts to run, that's a signal to me that says, okay, this is the first step towards the end of the bull market cycle. That's usually how it plays out. Now, this time may be different. I know I said it. It may be different, but it might be. It might be different. The space has matured significantly over the past few 4-year cycles. But time will tell, guys. These are all things that you should be thinking about day in and day out when you're looking at the crypto space and you're trying to invest. But over on Crocoin, trading at 0.0666 cents. I've been seeing people on crypto Twitter as well talking about how we're going to break 7 cents. I implore you to look at this level before you get too excited. 0.0689 cents. Very, very key level. If we can break above that, 7 cents, for sure, let's go. I think we're going to hit 7 cents. But I think that we are going to spend a little bit of time testing this. As you can see, we have been testing it, trying to break above it right here. I think we're going to probably see a little bit more testing. But like I said, if Bitcoin dominance is coming down and money's flowing into altcoins, we may just break it. We may just break this level here. And if we do, 7 cents. We're going to 7 cents. That's my target. Maybe even 7.5 cents. But let's be patient, guys. If you like this type of content, please like this video, subscribe to the channel right now. Also, go follow me on Twitter, 333 Blacksea. Going to be doing some giveaways over there. Also, consider becoming a member on the channel. Go below this video or to our homepage. Click the join button. You get access to our private Discord where we have NFT alpha, trade signals, more of a one-on-one community with Crypto Kip and I, as well as when we reach 100 members on the channel, we're going to be giving away $500 worth of Bitcoin to a different member every single month leading up to the halving. That's all I got for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.